Hello and welcome back to the sideboard at the Star City Games Invitational in Los Angeles, California. I am Ruben Bressler and I am joined by Star City Games live commentator, famous podcaster, streamer extraordinaire Adam Prosak. And you have brought something to the legacy portion that hasn't been seen a ton recently.
Right, it's not a new deck.
It's not a new deck, but it's certainly something that people won't be expecting.
Correct. I am playing Storm. More specifically, I am playing the primarily two-color Cabal Ritual-based Storm deck.
Right, the main difference between Ad Nauseam Tendrils or Ant and Tess, or the Epic Storm, is Epic Storm has more colors for Auram's Chance and Silence and things like that.
So I'm playing the Ad Nauseam version. Basically, the strength of my version is that I get to play basic lands, more lands. I'm a little less explosive, but I have a lot of resiliency to things like Wasteland. I only have 3 basics, may not seem like a lot, but a lot of times you can play a non-basic the turn you go off. And this is probably, I've been practicing this. I was able to borrow the deck from, shout out to Jim Gores. He had the deck on Magic Online, and I streamed it. And that was pretty much the extent of my testing. I streamed for probably like a week.
All right, so explain to folks at home how the Storm deck works.
Okay, Storm deck is named after the Storm mechanic. Even though there's only 1 card with Storm in the deck, it happens to be the only way to kill people.
That would be Tendrils of Agony.
Tendrils of Agony deals, it's 2 damage, so you need 10 spells to drain life of your opponent for 20. To get to those 10 spells, you use a variety of ritual effects. You have Dark Ritual, Cabal Ritual, and then you also have Lotus Petal and Lion's Eye Diamond. And those all make more mana than they cost, so you can generate mana as you're doing it. To find this, you have a plethora of cantrips. I have 16 cantrips. I have 4 Gitaxian Probe, 4 Brainstorm, 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain. So that's a lot, basically a bunch of cantrips. So I don't actually have I only have 4 kill cards.
Right.
Per se. The general sequence of the play is to find and get a bunch of mana and cast an Infernal Tutor Hellbent.
So the main interaction is Infernal Tutor.
Yep.
Getting Hellbent with Lion's Eye Diamond.
If you have those 2 cards in combination, you have a Black Lotus and a Demonic Tutor.
Right.
Those cards are banned.
Those cards are banned in pretty much every format.
Yeah.
And so you play 10 spells. You also have some disruption with Cabal Therapy and Duress.
Yeah.
Cabal Therapy very good in this deck, of course, mostly because Cabal Therapy is awesome, but also because you have Gitaxian Probe.
Right. Gitaxian Probe is very important. Cabal Therapy, I'd probably play something like Thoughtseize without the presence of Gitaxian Probe. I do not have a creature in the whole 75. So they have to give me a creature somehow, like Terastodon or whatever.
Or Forbidden Orchard or
something
like that.
Crazy.
Yeah, Hunted Horror. There you go.
Yeah, so on average, I'm not flashing back Cabal Therapy.
Right.
However, you just play it, name a card they have, and then you basically get to see if the coast is clear. It's another way to combine with Gitaxian Probe. Sometimes you Gitaxian Probe, you don't need any of your discard spells.
Right. Now, one of the most notoriously difficult things to do with any combo, but especially a combo deck like Storm when you need so many specific spells in a specific order, is sideboarding. Mm-hmm. And so you've got a somewhat interesting sideboard, I think. You turn into sort of you add a 3rd color. You add green.
Right. In the main deck, there are basically 2. In the main deck, there's Past in Flames, which is the only red card. But you need 1 red mana, and you can get it. I have a Volcanic Island in the main. I have a couple of Gemstone Mines in the main, but mostly it's from Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal and Lion's Eye Diamond provide red. But I do add a color in the sideboard. Basically, I was looking at, and when I assume I'm probably 80% of the games, I'm just no sideboard. This is a deck I want to play.
Enough. Sure. But sometimes your opponent plays, Null Rod.
Or Counterbalance.
Counterbalance is a rough one. And you have Abrupt Decay.
Right. Abrupt Decay is pretty much the only good card in the sideboard. For that, I have 4 copies of Abrupt Decay. I have a Tropical Island to fetch. I don't need to put it in the main, because I have all this sideboard space.
Sure.
So just put it in the thing. I have a bunch of cards, I have a Caracas to randomly hate on
Iona or Gadok Teague.
Big 2 are Gadok Teague and Thalia. for this deck, but like yeah, against a Reanimator deck, it totally gets them too.
Absolutely, and you've also got Slaughter Pack to be able to deal with those guys as well.
Yeah, Slaughter Pack doesn't deal with like Iona,
sure,
but it deals with the
two
hate
mana
bears,
legends,
the hate bears, yes.
And you've also got Carpet of Flowers.
Yeah, Carpet of Flowers is the other card. Abrupt Decay is a card I actually want. Carpet of Flowers is the only productive card in the sideboard. Everything else is reactionary. Carpet of Flowers is important. It basically, each main phase, or during one of your main phases, you can add a mana equal to the number of islands that your opponent has. Well, the decks with islands have like Spell Pierce and Daze, and things like that. Carpet of Flowers is very essential for getting out of range, getting you spells to start off with.
Paying for Flusterstorms and Dazes and things
Correct.
like that. Absolutely.
Flusterstorm is difficult to pay for. You generally have to make them discard that one.
Right.
Because you're a Storm deck, and as it turns out, the Storm card,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so Flusterstorm has Storm.
So you've decided that this is a metagame choice. It really is.
Sort of. I was at the last Legacy Open I played in, I played Stoneblade. And I got so frustrated losing. I did terribly. I lost to all sorts of like Squadron Hawks and Lingering Souls. All these
dinky 1/1 flyers.
And then you see Bloodbraid Elf last week
in
the Open Series. Let's play some Legacy.
Exactly. Let's play some real Legacy. Let's win on turn 2 like you're supposed to. Let's grow up and put on our big boy Storm pants and kill some people.
However, the number of times I actually kill on turn 2 pretty low.
Sure.
But like turn 3, turn 4 is like
and
acceptable when your opponent is casting
Bloodbraid Elf. Exactly. So good luck today. I'm looking forward to seeing some Storm spells cast.
Me too.
Prosak. I appreciate it.